win a Super Bowl your first year as a starter, you spoil them.
Yeah, maybe I spoiled myself a little bit. I don't think it's really set in yet. I mean, even when you look at the Super Bowl ring or last
There's no
season,
time.
There's no time, exactly, because you're on to the next thing.
The next big thing for the Patriots is to get their running game going again and to improve a defense that's had problems stopping teams in the red zone.
I mean, right now, we're 500, so, I mean, that's average. Deep down in all our hearts, we know that we're a better team than what we're displaying right now.
You look around the NFL, everyone's kind of all jumbled up and packed up in one bunch.
Being 5-5 and right in the middle of the pack, that's not the place where we really envision ourselves being.
The Pats are now the pride of Beantown. Brady's success ratio wearing a throwing glove versus when he doesn't is no doubt being debated in Harvard Yard.
Now you're hearing things, well, his hands are too small. It's the glove. Well, no, what is the glove thing? Please tell me this is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I won a Super Bowl not wearing a glove.
Put your hand up here. Look at that. His hand's fine. Now, I never threw the ball, but his hand's fine. Did the group become too one-dimensional in the first part of the year and lose its identity as a physical running team?
I don't necessarily think so. Some of these games we have been very balanced. When you're down 3 touchdowns, you're forced to throw it. We got to go back to what makes us a good team. That's being a smart, tough, disciplined team. And, that's what we are trying to get back to, especially when you get in these cold months. Like now, you got to run the ball well, and you got to take advantage of your opportunities.
You miss a couple of throws last week. How long does that stick in your head?
I look at last week's game, I say, if I hit that post to Dion, it's a different game. I think about that quite a bit. Not that it lingers, because, I think that if I get a guy open again this week, I'm going to hit him.
The Patriots have not let post-Super Bowl fame distract them from their mission. The schedule favors New England down the stretch, so even though they are 5-5, they know from experience how this season might still play out.
Not that our 5-5 is any better than any other team's 5-5, because 5-5 is very average, and that's where we're at. But hopefully those losses, we've learned from them, and we can really build on these last 6 weeks of the season. So, if you play well at the end of the year and you make the playoffs, you're very well prepared to move forward.
Well, even more so than last year, this thing is still wide open, in particular in their division. They have their 3 remaining division opponents come to New England. They play Minnesota this week, then they play Detroit. Tennessee's a tough game for them on the road, but really it's anybody's division right now. And the New England Patriots are a young team that really find themselves just pressing. When things go bad, people press too much, and Tom Brady's been guilty of that early, and he knows that.
Yeah, and Howie, this is a very difficult division. Nobody's got a losing record in the division, and for that reason, they beat up each other, their records get beat up, and the second-place team will probably not make the playoffs. There's one less wild card this year.
Yeah, this is still, listen, this team won the Super Bowl last year with not the most talent. Get used to it. They won it. Congratulations to them. They're 5-5 this year. Don't forget last year, Howie, they scored the fewest points in NFL history in the playoffs, scoring just 26 points. And so I'm not surprised they're struggling again. And I won't be surprised if they win it again, but I am surprised about one thing. Give me a hint. You did this with the left hand, right? How about his right hand when you looked at his right hand?
They were pretty much the same. I might be the deputy of Stupidville, but I think his right hand is close to his left hand.
Do you know many people whose right hand is much bigger than their left hand?
My wife, Rhonda, from playing tennis, her hand's bigger on one side.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right now, it's the sounds of the game, big hand or not, before the game, and then we'll be back with some final thoughts on hands and other things,
Ooh, they got some monsters coming out here, dog. They got some big Super Bowl champion monsters coming out here, decorated in that blue and gray. All that matters is right here, right now, baby. That's all that matters. Right here, right now, today, baby. Focus and concentration, man. Hey, focus and dominate them.